I didn't know until after, like, the next day, when nobody could find her, that, he had been strangling her on multiple occasions, pulling her across parking lots by the hair of her head, threatening to kill her with a gun. I didn't know until after that.
Sure. And there's a battery arrest warrant for battery on record,
Yes.
And a few other things that serve as evidence that they were definitely having issues.
Yes. And there was multiple witnesses come forward and give their testimonies about what they seen. The day that the DVP got filed, he was chasing her and my other sister down the road in a car. Yeah. And it was just a lot of fighting.
Just a mess.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you learn about that. How long did that go on until she ended up disappearing?
That had been going on for a few months.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on and off. And the reason they started fighting is because he started cheating on her with her first cousin.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he just didn't want to quit. And
sure. Yeah, I understand. And we're going to use the word alleged a lot in this podcast. But these are things that are, factual. There's reports out there of battery, police records, different things like that. And, we may speculate on a few things, but we just want to find Brenda's most likely remains at this point. Definitely. I mean, yeah, it would.
She was declared deceased in 2022.
Sure. And they usually do that. So that was a while after. They usually do that within, 5 to 10 years after, but they just kept. It has
to be the family. Mm-hmm. It has to be a family member, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. But I also did it at the prosecutor's request. He requested that I go have her file as deceased. So I did,
Sure. No, yeah. I could only imagine how hard of a decision that would be. So walk me through when you first learned of her disappearing. Do you remember where you were?
I was at my mom and dad's house, and I remember my mom trying to make a phone call, and she's like, Brenda's not answering her phone. So some of my sisters go up and check, see if they can find her. Her car's in the driveway. She's not in the house. And my mom, she starts just calling everybody, and, everybody starts there's a lot of us. So everybody just scatters, and we're going to aunts and friends and different places that Brenda would go to. And we're just, feverishly just trying to find her. Nobody has seen her. She's nowhere to be found. And Brenda she never went anywhere without her car. Brenda, she loved to drive, and she was a really good driver. But that's basically what I remember. And then there's just a lot of, I don't know how to describe the feelings when you just know something is wrong and you can't find them. Like there's no end. So my mom called police, and they say that there's a 40-hour wait to file a missing persons. And thankfully, it's not that way anymore. You do not have to wait. It's always a good idea to try your best to find someone first, because you don't want to take up law enforcement's time. But there was a 48-hour wait, and they requested that her husband be the one to file her missing, which he did. He went and he filed her missing. And then it was the next day that law enforcement showed up. So 3 days after she went missing is when, law enforcement finally showed up to check her house. Mm-hmm. They couldn't get in. The door was locked. And our cousin Tammy was there with my sisters, and she knew that a second-story window didn't open. So she climbed up the back of Brenda's house, and she went into Brenda's house and unlocked the door for everybody. She knew that window didn't open, and nobody else did. Mm-hmm. She had claimed not to know anything about Brenda. She didn't even know they were married.
Right.
She also showed up at the birthday party uninvited.
Right.
Hmm.
The birthday party after?
No, before.
Oh,
the night
before.
she disappeared. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, a lot of details, and it's just kind of hard to tell.
No, yeah. So I'm gonna go through some pictures here just so people can visualize. Let's see. We got a billboard, Brenda and kids. So, who are we looking at in this photo?
The little girl is Krista Dawn. That's Brenda's baby, and then Brenda, and then she's holding Junebug, which is her little boy.
Okay. And this one's her around. Is this around the time she?
No, that is a couple years before.
A couple years before.
Mm-hmm.
So she's probably about 20 years old.
Yeah.
In that photo. That's a close up of that photo. And then we have some. So this report here, warrant for
arrest.
So warrant for arrest for Raymond Lambert, and this date was July 6th, 1992, and it's for battery.
Yeah.
So what happened with this one specifically?
That right there was when he had strangled her so hard that she had to go to the emergency room.
Mm-hmm.
And because it takes like a minute, and you can actually cause permanent brain damage when you strangle someone. I guess she finally just got tired of being hit and strangled and choked, and that was the same day that I was telling you that he was chasing Brenda and my other sister.
Gotcha.
Down the road.
Okay.
So that's when they went and they filed it.
Okay.
Brenda was so nervous that my other sister had to write everything down for her.
And did they arrest him?
No.
So that he did not get arrested after this was filed? Okay.
No, he found her 2 days later. And what Brenda told my mom was that he was beating on her and throwing her up against the wall, and he stuck a gun to her head, and he told her to drop it or she's dead.
So she dropped it.
She dropped it. That is why she dropped it.
Okay. And who told you that?
My mom.
Your mom. Okay. All right. So it's important to lay all this stuff out. And again, Raymond's not guilty of killing Brenda currently. So I want to clarify that this is what happened leading up to her disappearance that I feel people need to know so they can kind of lay out things and make their own conclusion about what happened. But hopefully we can break something loose and get things rolling. That we are essentially, the goal now is to find Brenda.
Yes, that is my ultimate goal. And we've talked to the prosecutor, and if someone wants to give up her remains, we won't ask for a day in jail.
So there's immunity on the table?
Yes.
Does it matter who it is?
No.
Okay, it doesn't matter who it is. That's important to know. And it's been 30 years. The least that person could do, if you're listening, is to put an end to this and let this family grieve properly.